I highly recommend that if you're wanting to improve your posture to avoid that forward head, you need to be looking at your thoracic extension and also working at strengthening the muscles around your neck that are going to help keep your head above your shoulders. So I'm going to give you a little demo. Have a ball across the upper back area, kind of shoulder blade area. You want to be able to have your hip bones rocking back towards your shoulders without clenching your buttocks, so it's fairly passive, but let your lower abdominals just drop down in order to keep your hips pulled back that way, okay? Interlace your fingers behind your head and let your body become heavy over the ball, but stay in this forward kind of flexed shape. From there, what we want to encourage is this movement through the thoracic spine. So you're slowly going to allow your upper spine to mold back over the shape of the ball. And watch as you do this that you're not clenching through the buttocks, through the feet, through the hamstrings. And also one more watch point is that you're not just craning at your neck, just folding at that cervical spine. So keep the head fully supported. And then from there, to come out of that shape, think of your sternum and your ribs sliding down as you scoop your abdominals and come back up. So we go again. So we extend back, keep the lower tummy drawn back and in. The lower back is going to remain pulled down into the mat. Go to where feels okay for you. We've all got a different range of motion into extension for the upper back here. And then again, ribs and sternum slide down, and you're going to be looking out over the knees at that point. If you find it really hard to keep your lower back on the floor, it's probably that you've got the ball too low down your back, so you could try bringing it up a little bit higher. So I would be practicing 10 to 12 of these, just nice and slow. Breathe while you're in that shape. So we're opening through the front body of the vertebrae here, a little bit of compression through the back, and this is a passive way to find some mobility. And then from there, once you've done that, you're going to place the ball underneath the head. And I want the curve of your neck to be free, so it's not here, it is here. And you can play around with the ball. If it feels too high, you might want to let some air out. And from here, all we're doing is we're pressing back into the ball as we nod our chin down toward the chest. And then release. And again, squash the ball, drop your chin down, and release. And I always encourage my clients to allow for the best double chin possible as you do this. Let your jaw just gently open, let your tongue collapse off the roof of your mouth. And again, I'd be practicing 10 to 12 of these. Alright, now the next part of this is you coming over onto your front. And when you're lying on your front, I want you to feel your lower tummy muscles gently pulling up and away from the mat. So it's this band of muscle across here, across the front of your hip bones, that you're going to pull back and in towards your spine. In fact, this is one of the best exercises that I recommend for someone wanting to find their deep abdominal muscles. So without clenching your buttocks, I want you just to pull those lower tummy muscles away from the floor and up and towards your lower back, and just breathe there. Then you're going to pelvic tilt, which means that you're going to find weight onto your pubic bone. Your butt is probably going to want to clench here. I'm going to encourage you to try to avoid that. If it happens, don't worry too much, but let's just try to avoid too much butt clench. Keep the lower tummy drawn in. And now I'm going to slowly start to hover my forehead off my hands, glide my shoulder blades down my back, and imagine I've got a light on the center of my chest and I'm going to beam forward. And now I'm working against gravity and I'm actually working the muscles into my upper back to find extension. And then I'm coming back down. What I'm not doing is this, where I'm just sinking into my lower back. I want to support this part, okay? This part of my spine is supported via my tummy, and then the movement is working into the upper spine. And all of this takes time, you guys, when you're wanting to improve posture. But these 3 basic exercises are going to be super duper useful. So we glide the shoulder blades down, we shine the chest bone forward and up. Watching that you're not, again, craning at the neck. So imagine you're holding a ripe, what are we going to go for, a nashi pear between your chin and your chest, and you don't want to let that nashi pear go. The center of your chest is beaming forward. Your weight is just dropping onto that pubic bone, lower tummy's drawn in. And if you want to challenge it, then we come to here, where we keep the tummy scooped, the forehead stays super glued to the hands as the elbows and hands come off the floor. So again, we set through the pelvis. My posterior chain needs to work a little more, so my glutes will be a little more active. And again. So again, if we just go for 10 to 12 reps of each one of those, and practice that each day. And you will start to feel and see the difference in terms of that body alignment, shifting you from that rounded, stooped position into more of an upright, elongated shape. There's other parts to this as well where we can really open through the chest and the pecs, but I'm going to leave it there. Drop a comment, let me know how that feels for you. If you have any questions, fire them my way. But this is all in the name of maintaining optimal form for all of your exercises that you're performing, whether it be in the gym or your yoga or your Pilates sessions. And then of course, your mobility and your freedom of movement as you move throughout your days. Thank you guys, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to have all the updates of when I'm uploading my next video.